Lecimy, ludziska, lecimy. Mam nadzieję, że te internety się już uspokoiły, przynajmniej tak to wygląda, żeby się uspokoiły. Elegancko. I kontynuujmy zatem Doki Doki, tak jak było tu w planie. Jak było tu w planie. Doki Doki. Dobra, pikczury? Mam jakieś pikczury? Jakieś nowe? Coś tam? Dobra. A, jest tutaj. What the f is this shit? O kurde. Krówka. Okej. To idzie set as wallpaper? Nice. Okej. Spoko. Muszę wam powiedzieć, że nie wiedziałem, że to się odpala ponownie, ale mówię, to tak właśnie bywa czasami. To jest to, nie? To jest ostatni save. Dobra. To jest to. Dobra. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. My muttered is sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Ooh. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reasons. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Czyli po prostu kupiła dwie kopie, jedną chciała dla mnie. Niecny plan. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I will definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Illuminati. Basically, it's about the religious camp that was turned into human experiment prison. Da, da, da. And the people trapped here there have these traits that turns them into killing machines. The lust for blood. Blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they started selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. No to nieźle. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, but anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You remade it sounds like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark tone came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mess? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's that the kind that challenges you to look at the life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we are all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Oh, kurde. Oh, kurde. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Mm-mm. No? I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body... Czemu tutaj tego nie ma? Okay. I kind of forget to paying attention to the other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Oh. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apparently that's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start at the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a practically bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye, and I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Nani? Sorry, it was just basic... Whoa! Nawet nie zdążyłem przeczytać. You apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really meant to... sorry, I mean... this should work, right? I select my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between two of them. I suppose so. Every time we close her own copy, once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it's kind of difficult to turn the pages here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefingers. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn page and Yuri slides it under her thumb. After it flips to her sides. But in holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes met. I don't know how I will be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you have been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the pages before me, so I turn by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, don't relate this to this character at all. Definitely not. Really, I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says, all that. That's what you are talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind, we didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you are feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Everything? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heart beat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Yes? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Right, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other, huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured out we started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. As I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it into my bag. Okay? Dawaj, Monika. She seems eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Okay. Hi, Mars. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. And by the way, since you are new and everything, if you ever had any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I will keep that in mind. Of course, I will be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, mess. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we will all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I haven't become my poem. Good job, Mess. I was just going off in my head while reading it. It's really metamorphical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go something so deep. I guess I estimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like his mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on the people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really start for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, unlike earlier. I think she gets too stimulated, she ends up wandering and looking for a long time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss something? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you look all the time you need it. Alright, thanks Minka. I suppose I should get my go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have that sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It's very freeform. It's, if that's what we call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of my style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of players have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Okej, czyli to już mieliśmy, czyli mamy skipa, dobra. Dobra, dawaj Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that aloud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metamorphoses indicates you have written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that I just meant Yuri traces off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more truthfully. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. That's just the specific writing habits. Okay, czyli to już mieliśmy. Okay. Something really. Yours was impressive too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I really was nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, mess. Me too. Okay. Będziemy skipować, jeśli już coś tam mieliśmy z tekstów, bo to nie ma sensu czytać po raz któryś, bo to się będzie trochę powtarzać. Tacki. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my medical writing abilities, even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up forgetting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of the expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, you smile sadly. With this language, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dimly returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks, yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be that cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did it, by the way. Monika liked it and Mess did it too, so based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I have spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something practically inspiring, which I haven't. And Mess liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Ooh, you are just Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mess appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mess started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look? Oh. Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy, bitch. Oh, whoa, edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is so much with some of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they get ready middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing the others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance the toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? O kurde, co tu się dzieje? The only good thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, you... Oh my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the F is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on, let's mess here everything you really think. I'm sure he will be head over the hills for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing there. Mess, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true, she started it. Whoa, no i ze stanie kurde... Monika? Hey Mess, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Oh. Sorry about that, they really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am. I can't even comfort my own club members probably. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Oh, shit. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Teraz Natsuki się nie zapina. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it's like they are done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. And Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palm on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki or did. A mess. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit more longer. I'm president, so I should be the last one out. I will wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around or for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's just I didn't get much chance to discuss my book with Mess. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay. Dobra, zobaczmy. Zobaczmy, co my mamy tutaj za pictury jakieś. A, to są te, dobra. Tutaj coś dozbyliśmy? Nie. Dobra, to nic na razie nowego. No dobra. Dobra, pokaż im filesy. Holy shit, can you hear me? There is a little devil inside all of us. Oh shit. Okay. Give me back my... Oh. Oh. Okay. Ja, zobaczmy, jak teraz nam pójdzie. Doki Doki. Empty. Comfort. Już nie ma kurde ten. Tutaj. Scars. Alone. Cage. Horror. Massacre. Uncontrollable. Death. A, to jest to. Okej, dobra. Sadny. A, to jest jej, dobra. Eternity. Last. To? Okej. Depression? Okay. Wow, co to było? Misery. Childhood? Clouds, okay. Sensation. Pain. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, miss. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expressions, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the a little.